Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the closing bell here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group, securities provided by MoneyBlock. Here to wrap up an all-time high day. Levels we've never seen, folks. No one, nada, nobody. The stock market again finished today modestly higher. We have the Dow Jones up about 0.4% above that 19,000 level. The NASDAQ Composite up 0.3%. We had the S&Ps settled above that 2,200 level, up 0.2%, all carving out new record highs. The domestically centric and orientated Russell 2000, the small cap index, it was up 0.9% and also notched an all new time high. So we see that the November gains continue to extend themselves, and specifically with the small caps, I mean, this has been a 12% move in basically the last 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks post-election. So it's been a couple weeks. It's been amazing. Today's trading volume, though, was below the recent average of about 1 billion shares. Today's flow was right around 893 million shares on the New York Stock Exchange, which is understandable since we are coming into now the Thanksgiving holiday. One note, we will not be having the closing bell tomorrow. We're going to have the overnight action report as well as the opening bell. Then we're off for the remainder of the week for the Thanksgiving holiday. Just taking a look at where we saw some of the outperformance this afternoon, it really came in the heavily weighted consumer discretionary space. That sector was up about 1.2%. We could be seeing some advanced buying in front of the holiday sales that are going to be coming out with Black Friday and then Cyber Monday and so forth. We also saw that industrials picked up today, up about 0.5%. Both those sectors continued to outperform. We did see that the economically sensitive financial group, they were able to erase earlier negative standing, and the group actually finished up on the day about 0.1%. And that's in spite of the fact that we continue to see that the yield curve in the bond markets continues to flatten. We did also see the higher beta chip names outperforming in the technology sector. The 1.1% gain in the Philly Semiconductor Index, SMH, was really the driver there. Analog devices right now was also a driver. ADI traded at 72.89, up $3. That was a 4.4% gain. That led the index right there for the semis. It beat estimates on its earnings in the fourth quarter, and they also issued upbeat guidance going into the first quarter. Taking a look at the oil markets, folks, I'm just going to tell you, the headline risk is going to be thick until the November 30th meeting. Reports circulated earlier today that Iran, Iraq, and Indonesia not happy and expressed some misgivings about their participation in the new proposal that was brought in the technical meetings that they've had over the last 48 hours. Then by the end of the day, they were more happy. Who knows? This is going to be a very volatile situation. Crude was able to get over that $48 level, finished the day down 20 cents. And down 0.4%, but still off of its worst levels. Be prepared for a lot of rhetoric coming across there. We also will have some data coming out tomorrow. We will have the crude inventories that could add a little volatility going into the Thanksgiving holiday. Keep an eye on that. Again, in the financial sector, the financials able to bounce on the fact that we saw that in the bond markets, the 2-year note finished flat, roughly at around 1.08%, and the benchmark 10-year yield came in down 1 basis points at 2.31%. Again, the curve between the 2-year and the 10-year continues to shrink a little bit. There could be some profit taking coming into that space. Finally, want to take a look at some earnings names that we talked about in Tech Now, in Tech Talk. Hewlett-Packard Enterprises, they announced after hours, they're down about 2.47%. Hewlett-Packard, which is the computer and printer arm of the two separate entities, HPQ is a ticker symbol, down 2.19%. Urban Outfitters reported. They're actually down 3.6% off of their worst levels. And GameStop is up 3.82% on better than expected earnings. So we'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. Also, we have Deere earnings that are on the slate. You can go back. We talked about it in Tech Talk at 3:30 Eastern Time. That recording's up. Till tomorrow morning, I want to wish everyone a wonderful evening, and I will see you at 8:30 Eastern Time for the overnight action, and then we will do the closing or the opening bell at 9:30 Eastern, and then we're all off going to celebrate Thanksgiving with our family. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Take care, everybody.